G'day everybody, welcome back to Wheel2Wheel Racing. We are here for round 8 of season 11 at Dragon Trail Seaside, and we are back in the Group 3 machinery. Tonight with me in the comms box is Mountain Goat. Welcome, Mountain Goat.
How you going, Dragon? Pretty good. Good to be here.
It's very good to be here, and on the visuals here tonight we have Fixer Chris.
Good to be back on visuals. How you doing, ladies and gentlemen? The last round with the Group 3 machines. Let's have a good one.
That's the one. So, having a look here, we do have a little bit of a preview of some times at the moment. We've got Jonesy with a 37.2 looking very strong in that Supra around here. So, definitely could be a night out for the 13R boys here.
Yeah, this is a bit of a power track, this Seaside, and as we know, the Supras are pretty quick in a straight line. They are, yeah, so I reckon they'll be the favourites for tonight, definitely.
Yeah, certainly. And we do have 2 races coming at you here tonight. So we have a 6-lapper on mediums for race 1, which should be pretty straightforward. And race 2, there's quite a few strategies floating around, but it's 25 laps with softs mandatory and hards available. So I've heard talks of a 1-stop, I've heard talks of a 2-stop, and there's been talks of, I believe, a 3-stop as well. So plenty of options out there.
Yeah, there definitely is. It's all to play for.
Yeah, so just waiting on the settings change from Jonesy to reset the time, and we should be good to kick off quali. But yeah, those 13R cars I reckon are going to be pretty strong around here. The likes of the Jag, if your Throllet can muscle it around enough, can be quite strong here too.
Yeah.
What else is a straight line car that we have? I know there's a Lexus. Lexus isn't too strong. Merc's not really there either. The BRZ might struggle a little bit here as well, quite lacking on top end speed.
Yeah, I think we've covered it. I think Super is it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we do have Seckers in the B Dub, who is the champion for the minute. I believe he's leading at the moment, so he does have championship to defend here.
He's got quite a large lead. He's up by about 210 points over Jonesy, who's second. So he's quite a ways out in front in the championship at the minute. But it doesn't matter how fast your car is. If you hit that chicane, that's it's going to be the big evener there.
Yeah, definitely. And we do have a name for that chicane. It is commonly known in this community as the Death Chicken.
That's
so there might be a few people eating the chicken tonight.
Yep, I've definitely seen my fair share of people getting a face full of chicken in the practice races. We'll see how they go here. And we'll open up the pit lane for everyone. We've got to mention the Ford GT could be quite strong here as well.
Oh yeah.
Expert the privateer.
Yep, that's a weapon as well.
And Expert has
first out,
quite a lot of chicken in stock at his house.
That he does. Take us away, Go.
Okay, at the start, at the front, we've got Seckers 888 in the Quadfolio Scuderia entry, and behind him we have Suit Lad in the BRZ, and he's a privateer.
Yep, just behind Suit Lad we have the Jade Finance Australia L-Plan Lexus of Mid Risky, and just to the rear of Mid is the almighty Dodgy 86 in that 180 embroidery Team Dodgy Racing Mercedes.
And behind him we have first of the 13R boys in Oil in the Blood. He is rocking the Supra tonight, which should be pretty good round here. And then behind him we've got Expat in the Ford GT, as we mentioned earlier. That's also a very strong car here.
Yep, just behind Expat we have the second of our Subarus in the field, being It's Winnie, privateer entry. So we'll see what he can make out of the Subarus. I did hear they are extremely good on the soft tyres and can make them last a whole lot longer than everyone else, so that could play into their strategy. Behind Winnie, we have the second 180 embroidery Team Dodgy Racing entry in Broken Spoke.
And then behind Spoke, we have Euthrolic in the Jag, and he's a privateer in the Metallica entry there. And behind him, we have the AMS Excavations VW by Damn Hexagons. Darth Berserk is driving that one.
Yeah, so quite a good spread throughout the field. I believe we somehow missed.
Yeah,
Jonesy.
I was gonna say, yeah, I think we missed Jonesy.
So Jonesy swapped positions somewhere in there, but yeah, it's the other 13R entry, and I would say probably my favourite to win at least one of the two races here tonight in that Toyota Supra. 13R entry. Suit Lad's all over the shop ahead of him as well, so Jonesy's lap's probably gone here. Hazards on, he's telling Jonesy to go left, he's on the grass. Oh, it's a little bit messy. Suit Lad's late on the brakes, making it tough on Jonesy to get by. Jonesy's washed wide. Suit Lad's going to the best racing we've seen out of these two all season, and it's in qualifying.
Yeah.
I think it's
Here
okay
we go,
though, because
first one alive through the chicane is Seckers as well.
Oh, there you go, clean.
I'm just keeping an eye on everyone as they come through the chicane. Everyone's made it through alive, through to 7th so far. Winnie's made it through clean. Spoke's up next. He's made it through clean as well.
Nicely.
And we'll jump towards the top of the field for Seckers to finish the first lap. 37.7, not too bad. Still getting the mediums up to temperature. Jonesy goes with a 37.8 to take second. Midrisky goes with a 38.3 as well.
And that 37.8 was with an excursion on the grass, so that's not a bad time.
So we've seen Expat up into 4th at 38.6. Dodgy settled into 5th so far with a 38.8. Winnie with a 39.1. Spokes managed a 39.5, but I know he started his fast lap with a bit of damage. Euthrolic's done a 40.3. Suit Lab with a 42.1 had a very rough go at it, and Oily is still on an out lap, so that's the field so far. As maybe we jump up with our current pole sitter, Stackers in the hybrid ag Beetle here as he comes into the downhill hairpin. Done well to manage the power all the way out to the curb on the exit as well, and he is purple by 0.3 of a second. Here comes the chicane. Oh, he's managed it well. Jonesy's had a rough run of it, so we won't see Jonesy beating it. Coming into the last corner now.
Only front left damage, so not too bad.
Here we go. Seckers cutting all the curb on the left-hand side to try and make the shortest line to the start-finish possible at 37.4. Jonesy into the pits for some fresh mediums, mid following through as well. So next to the line will be Expat, sitting in 5th at the moment. No improvement out of Expat there. Dodgy, though, with a 37.7 moves up as well.
Who just gets pipped by Spoke with a 37.5.
So the Team Dodgy Racing Mercedes starting to find a little bit of their groove here on lap 3. And currently sitting 2nd and 3rd. So I'm expecting to see big improvement out of Jonesy still so far. Enough time to get another lap in, and he's going to be on low fuel, but those mediums could still be a little bit cold maybe.
This is a good position for TDR at the moment because we are close to the end of the season, so it's not just a division championship, it's a team championship. It's all up for grabs.
Yeah, there is quite a bit on the line in these last 2 rounds, and we're not really going to know where anyone sits until that second drop round comes into the leaderboards, which you're going to sit there and work it all out by yourself with everyone's individual scores throughout every team driver of the season. You're not going to know until the reveal.
Yeah, we're probably not gonna figure it out, Dragon. Knowing our history in doing maths here in Wheel2Wheel.
Yeah, look, I won't be the one crunching the numbers to figure that one out, so I can very safely say that.
Yeah, which is weird because Chris is Asian, so he should be good at that.
All right. Just going off with the racism filter, I see.
So Seckers has improved that pole lap time to a 37.2 at the moment as well.
Oh, missed that.
So
Yeah.
going quite well. Jonesy has just started his next flying lap as well.
Oil's gone to second with a 37.3.
Very
Just
nicely done out of
Seckers.
Oily. Oily wasn't too confident coming in here tonight. He said he wasn't matching the pace of Jonesy and was a little worried about that, but shows he's put it up into second at the moment, so he's doing quite well. I believe I've just seen Dodgy give way to Suit Lad, so we won't see an improvement this lap out of Dodgy. Seckers is back in the pits. Who else do we have who's coming into the downhill? It's Dodgy and Suit Lad. Where's Suit Lad? Suit Lad currently sitting 7th with a 38.3. And we have Expat, Seckers, and War Darth Berserk sitting in the pits just to make it nice and difficult for us to figure out where everyone actually is. So kind of them.
If only there's a feature qualifying.
Yeah, that'd be pretty crazy for them to come up with an idea like that.
Oh, game changer.
Yeah. But I'm keeping my eye on Jonesy here as the TDR entries into the wall up ahead.
Yeah, Jonesy was just about a tenth and a half down, so I don't think he's going to make an improvement this
Tire's
time
not
around.
up to temperature yet.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to have time for another lap either. I believe you get about a minute left after completing 5 laps, so you're not quite going to get there. 37
does.
777 up into what will be 5th place. I believe that's where he already was. Behind Dodgy by just 32 thousandths of a second. And everyone else coming into the pits. And I think that's probably going to be qualifying done there.
It's a shame. Dodgy just went 2 tenths up on his first best.
I'm trying to do the math. I'm not sure when Jonesy's going to call it.
Jones.
When he finishes his lap.
Jones is still going. Yeah, probably because he's still going.
That is. But I believe. What was that? Yeah, I think they're going to fall short here, unfortunately. That is the 10 minutes done there. I'm going to let them know. So we cut off anyone still on a lap there, unfortunately. That is time. And we see Dodgy chuck it into the wall at the final corner. Jonesy's back in the pits, so we should be kicking off any second now.
Yep.
There it is, there's the good luck.
Will Madruski set a lap time here? He's almost.
I
crossed the
hope not,
line.
you're not allowed to, so if it's an improvement, it's not a, yeah, that's
did improve,
actually against,
but-
it's against the rules there.
Ah,
But I don't know if he was already sitting in 6th, so...
yeah, me either. Well, I was on board with him, so.
So we have Seckers and Oily locking out the front row, TDR second row, Jonesy and Mid on the third, and
Gonna
we're
jump on
already
board
going.
with Broken Spoke here with the mighty Mercedes launch, and we're off.
Yep, Dodgy
Awesome.
all the way to the inside as well. They're 3 wide already. Seckers got that Beetle away quite well. Dodgy's going to clear Spoke here as well. Oily looking around the outside, nowhere to go, unfortunately. Tucks
Oops,
back
awesome.
in. Jonesy's
got-
caught on the outside in the back there as well.
Oh,
he's
and
gone!
lost it.
Oh no!
This is
That's
not
engine
good for
damage
his
and the lot.
championship battle.
Yeah, he does have quite a good buffer. He has about 180 points on Suit Lad for third, so it's not too bad for Jonesy's championship, but that's it's going to hurt his chances of getting a good result here. As we have a look back up the field, you seeing anything happening there, Go?
Not at the minute, mate. But Seckers didn't have a good start initially, and I believe Spoke gave him the bump right off the bat, so that's how he sort of got himself a quick little buffer there. But yeah, he's sort of
I'm sure he's quite relieved with Jonesy being well out of it as well. I feel like Jonesy was his main competition coming into here tonight, and we'll see. First time of asking, cold medium tyres, a little bit of dirty air in the background. Expat holding onto a massive slide. He was holding that from the chicane. He's managed to avoid engine damage, but he's pretty much got it on all four corners of the car now.
But at least his car is pointing at the right direction.
Ythrolic has picked up engine damage as well, so I'm not sure if that was a collision with Expat or if he hit the wall.
I think Ythrolic hit the 8 chicken, and Expat was trying to get around him.
Yep, Expat angrily chasing Ythrolic down for trying to eat his chicken. Up ahead, Dark Berserk up the inside of Suit Lad for 6th. They're side by side. Suit Lad. Oh, no!
Oh my goodness.
And he's copped it from Winnie as well. Oh, thank goodness he's ghosted. Oh, Brave driving through him there. That is terribly unfortunate. I believe there was contact made on the apex of the corner, and Suit Lad lost control. Nowhere for Winnie to go either. But that's a net gain for Jonesy there as well. So, I mean, really, with the chicane, anything's possible here.
Yeah, 100%. And that probably triggered...
And for 6th again, sorry. For 6th again, Throlic has just managed to get by Winnie on the way up through the S's here due to that front damage that Winnie was carrying. So, beautifully gained spot there from Throlic. Should probably jump back up to about 3rd place here.
Got a nice little battle here from 3rd to 5th.
Yeah.
A couple of guys in there.
Oil's in the wall!
Oil's in the wall.
Engine damage, that's damage all around there for Oily. And it shows that, again, no matter how fast you can be, that chicane can, it's the big equaliser.
And as you say that, Ythrolic's in the wall as well, and he's going backwards down the straight.
Oh, no.
Okay.
And that he is. He's struggling to get off the wall, I'm assuming there. Just trying to stay out of everyone's way rather than flick spinning.
Oh, I thought he was going to do a J-turn or something.
Oh, he's turning. He's still... I'm not seeing any accelerator inputs from Jonesy. I saw some brake and wheel. So possibly a wheel issue there for Jonesy.
Yeah, maybe.
So we'll keep half an eye on that, and I'm going to keep having a look through the field. It looks to be quite close from 5th through to about 8th here as well. Expat leading Oily, who's fresh off of some engine damage and weight reduction by getting some of the paint off of that 13R Supra. Winnie and Suit Lad, our Subaru duo, not too far behind them either as we come into the S's here.
So that's really thinned out that that battle pack we had for the top 5. They've equalised themselves about a second to each car now.
Yeah, but it can also be quite tricky if you're in the position of any of our top 4. If you think, this is a good result, I'm happy to just, take it easy through the chicane. But if you start taking it easy and that's not how you've been doing it all week in practice, it can throw your timing off and can certainly be more dangerous to put you into the wall there. Expat's into the wall, Oily's into him.
Expat's got damage, Oil's got damage.
Yeah, there goes our Subaru duo on through.
Yeah, oh no.
It's unfortunately just the name of the game here. There's, if you're into that left-hand wall, there's nowhere to go if you're following.
And Jonesy's moving again, so that's good news.
Yeah, it looks to have gotten the throttle going at the very least. But he is a minute 10 off of the back of Seckers, unfortunately. So that's Jonesy's race 1 pretty much done. I can't really see him making up 36 seconds to your Trolloc there.
No.
And that's why it's important to get your track votes in for Season 12, ladies and gentlemen. So we don't end up with a death chicken again. Please. I'm not doing well here. Please don't do it again.
Yeah, Zeus already hit the question, why we race here? YouTube chat.
Yeah.
And Dale's probably don't want to race here. Flashbacks to the GTC race.
Oh, goodness.
Dodgy's purple. Oh, and in fact, Dodgy's got the fastest lap at the moment.
Dodgy's doing well. He's keeping a cool 1.5 seconds to Seckers, who was on fire this week. And Dodgy, being Dodgy, just saying he was nowhere near pace and all of that. But mate, he just pulls it out the bag on race weekends. I don't know how he does it.
Dodgy for the win.
It's no longer there. Seckers has just taken it back, but he previously had the purple lap by 0.006 of a second over Seckers, so very, very close third lap time. Dodgy with a 37.6 for lap 4, and Seckers going with a 37.39, so still only 0.2 between the lap times there, but our field has spread out quite massively here. Something's happened in mid, I believe he's caught a bit of chicane, dropped 5 seconds off the back of Spoke in third. I think 5th, 6th, 7th is the closest battle I can see as Oily tries to get back up through the field after having the incident with Expat on the exit of the chicane.
Yeah, that's about it. They've all sort of evened themselves out. And doing a couple of laps this week, I've noticed that there is a huge factor of aero wash. So when you're within the slipstream of another car in front, you have so much less grip, and you have to take corners a lot slower to stay on the track. And with these long corners, you got to rely on a lot of grip, leaning on tyres and things here. It really costs you at this track, especially. And I think that's what we're finding here. People are just
Certainly
staying
does.
outside slipstream.
Mid in the wall again from 4th place. And Oily has brought that gap back to about half a second to suit Lad, so...
And Winnie's hit the wall as well.
That he has.
BRZs aren't having a good day.
No, Oily could, if that straight was 200 metres longer, he probably could have had himself a 2-for-1 special there. He might pick up Winnie. Hold on to it! He's held onto that slide well, but he's lost the 2 spots there. Here comes Oily on suit Lad. Nothing the BRZ can do.
Oh, wow,
with the straight line speed of the Supra. Certainly are. I'm sure most of the guys on track will be pretty stoked that there's only one more time through the Death Chicken for now.
For now?
Yeah, for now. 25 times still of asking after this one, which is...
Good fun, good fun.
Sure, that's a word for it. If you're a masochist.
Yeah.
But maybe we can jump up with Seckers in first for the last kind of 40 seconds of the lap here. Great consistency. His laps have all been within about half a second of each other in the mid to high 37s. He's driven a great race in that Beetle so far. Last time of asking through the chicane. Here we go. Big lift, nice and cautious. Just get it through.
Yeah.
As does Dodgy behind and Spoke as well. They're all just taking it extremely cautious. You don't want to mess it up on the last lap. Decker's rolling through that final corner now. Certainly is not. Here we go. Seckers coming onto the start finish now. He's bringing it across to the wall to take the checkered flag in race 1. Dodgy is going to claim second with a goat flick across the line. Spoke is going to take third here. 2 TDRs on the podium. Who would have thunk it? Midrisky now coming to the line to claim 4th place. Oily is going to manage a 5th out of that after a couple rough runs at it through the chicane. Suitlad 6th. Winnie 7th. Darth Berserk is going to come home in 8th after what I believe he started. I believe he started in last place.
Slowly gaining.
It's
Not slowly gaining, but it's not enough.
Expat in 9th. The stonking speed of that 4GT, not enough. You Frolic in the Jag, taking 10th. And we've got a bit of time to talk as Jonesy still has to navigate the Death Chicken here for the 6th time of asking. He's done it well.
Bit of a lonely old race from Jonesy. He had heaps of pace in in the pre-race lobby, and I guess just couldn't put it together in the practice.
Yeah, and couldn't make it happen in the real thing here. He made a mistake on lap 1. I'm assuming had some kind of pedal problem, losing throttle there at some point, but does come home in 11th. So, hearing back from Expat there saying that 4GT is so bad on the curbs as well, so I believe he wasn't too happy through the bus stop chicane last night, and he's struggling through the Death Chicken tonight, so...
Yeah, and it's pointed out by Scooter, good point from Scooter as well, the profile of the chicane, the curbs at least, around here, it feels so stiff.
It does. It would be incredible if they just completely got rid of the curbs.
Yeah.
If they just made 100%. It a flat track through there, that would be so good. Or even to go completely the other way, and instead of having curbs, make the walls there. Make it a tight chicane that you have to brake for. Don't make it a gamble on having a yeet across a curb.
Or even continue the curb, because that's what happens, because you come off the curb and come back on it and it spits you off, I believe, is half the issue. So, yeah, the curb.
Yeah, it's definitely a tricky one, but we've got race 1 out of the way here. They should add a loop-to-loop. Yeah, that's a good idea, Herbal. He's onto one. Bit of, Trackmania inspired there.
There's Trackmania, and then there's a bit of Wreckfest.
Yeah, a little bit.
You're an ideas man, Herbal.
But it's probably a good time to hear some words from our wonderful sponsors here, if you have those ready to go, Chris.
Yes, they are ready. Be right back, folks.
Do you own a business needing new equipment? Or perhaps you're wanting a good set of wheels for that shiny new bike license? Maybe you're after that well-earned boat for retirement. Or you desperately need a new car or caravan for those family getaways? Get in touch with Jade Finance today.
And we are back. There you go. Messages from our sponsors at AMS Excavation, 180 Embroidery, and our main sponsor, Jade Finance Australia. We would also like to thank the BQS Group. They are an integral provider of transport and logistics solutions Australia-wide. Since 2003, the team at BQS have been customizing solutions for their broad range of clients and partners. Find out more at bqs.com.au. And finally, we'd like to thank our new sponsor, Hybrid AG, or Hybrid Ag. They're on a mission to transform food for health by working with forward-thinking growers and the latest in science research. Hybrid Ag are leading the industry in plant nutrition systems to grow healthier, bigger, and more sustainable crops. If you'd like to find out more about Hybrid Ag, head to their website at hybridag.com.au.
Yes, massive thank you to all of our sponsors that help make these streams happen week in and week out. We would not be able to do them without you. And big thank you to those that have jumped on board as team sponsors as well, covering the cost of some team shirts that we've seen floating through the Wheel2Wheel Discord. I've seen a couple of Team Dodgy Racing ones, and I've seen a couple of Scuderia Quadrifolio shirts posted so far, but I'm sure there's plenty more to come for some of the other teams still.
Yeah, and Zoo coming in with a reminder to like the stream, folks. Like and subscribe and turn on the notification bells. And speaking of subscribing, registration for season 12 is open. So for those who are watching, head over to our Facebook page. Link is in the description. That will take you to our Discord, and you fill out the paperwork, and you'll be welcomed with various types of gifts, however you say it, that has somehow relates to your name.
Yes, and those registrations, if you want to be part of a team, close next Sunday. So get it done sooner rather than later. For those current Wheel2Wheel members as well, remember to sign up for Season 12. If you're going to race again, you do need to re-sign up for it. So, alrighty, we will let them know that the pit lane is open, and I'm going to give them a quick reminder that it is a one-shot quali. So it could be quite interesting here. Soft tyres available for quali this time as well, so expecting to see a couple of 36s out of a few guys here.
Yeah, and also Jonesy just had a bit of a pedal problem in the last race, and he just did a bit of a test out there. He says he's all good, and
Yep.
I'm probably expecting 35s from him, to be honest.
Yeah, I definitely think he's got some. I've seen him, I believe, do a 36 like 5 or 4 on the medium tyre. So definitely expect to see something stonking out of him on the soft tyres here.
Yeah.
But looks like some people taking their time. Dodgy and Euthrolic only just Dodgy rolling out of the pits. Euthrolic still stationary. So not quite sure what's going on there. There we go, Euthrolic now moving.
It's not a bad plan from Dodgy because it's definitely hard to do a quick lap in the slipstream train, which he's found himself in anyway.
Yeah, they can definitely give himself a bit of room. Oh, Spoke has lost it through the kink there. On his outlap, unfortunately, so he has plenty of time to clear that damage. Definitely got to be nice and careful coming through the chicane. You would hate to pick up damage before having to do your hot lap here.
And just a quick shout out to G-Man in YouTube chat. He loves his track. We miss you, buddy.
Yeah, no, I got to agree with Zoo there. It's an absolute nightmare, this track.
Yeah, I believe G-Man is the only one who likes it. So, yeah, it's nice to see a legend in person.
Yeah, we do miss having the G hanging around in Wheel2Wheel, but it's always great to see him pop up in the streams, mate. I really hope you're doing well there. We've got Seckers rolling through the first chicane here.
Done it pretty well. So, he's kept it tight. Yeah, it's just what you gotta do, it's track.
Through the kink, nicely on the brakes. On the power, nicely up the hill. Sector time is a 32.505. Having a look back at Jonesy, the sector time. There we go. So very close together there.
But Jonesy should bring back about 3/10 on this second sector. That top speed of that Supra.
Yeah, looks like everyone is coming around to still start their lap. Euthrolic just exiting the last corner now, so we are going to have quite a while of waiting for some people, but we'll just see how that goes. Wild over the curbs is Seckers, keeps it out of the wall nicely. Jonesy's done the same. They're both travelling very well as we head towards the final corner here. Seckers went with a very late apex there. Jonesy tucking it in earlier on the power. He's understeered way out to the curb. Seckers is going to set a 35.9 out of Seckers. Jonesy with a
Terrible time from
36.6.
Won't be happy about that.
Suit Lad with a 37.6. Expat, the next car to approach.
With some damage, he's obviously hit the wall somewhere.
Yeah, I'd expect to see something about a 40, 41 is usually where I end up with damage, but no, he's done a 38.2 even with it. Must have been a very slight graze there.
Winnie with a 39.9.
Certainly is. We've got a couple of people exiting the pits, which we're supposed to do until everyone's finished their laps, unfortunately. Spoke with a 37.9, Oily with a 38.0. We've still got War Darth Berserk coming around now in 6th currently.
And Dodgy. Dodgy is wrong.
Yep, Dodgy to the rear of Darth Berserk. So there's 36, 37. It's going to be a 38.1 for Darth Berserk. Dodgy approaching the line now. It's going to be a 37.8 for Dodgy, which puts him towards the pointy end. I'm not quite sure where exactly. Your Throlic with a 37.5 moves above Dodgy. Everyone's sitting in the pits. We have no idea what the order is.
Yep.
I believe our top 4. Nope, your Throlic's now quit back to the pits as well. It is so hard to tell. Suit Lad's 1.7 off the lead. So your Throlic is just ahead of Suit Lad. Oil is 2.1, so they'll be behind those two. I believe it is Seckers, Jonesy, Euthrolic, Suit Lad is our top 4.
I think so, yeah.
Followed by, I believe, the 2 Team Dodgy Racing entries, then Midrisky and Oil after that. But we'll have to wait and see, as I'm sure we're kicking off any second now.
Oh, Midrisky is starting the donut movement up. There it is. Race start.
Right.
There it is. So it is Seckers and Jonesy on the front row. Euthrolic and Suit Lad make up the second. TDR lock out the third. Mid and Oily on the fourth. Darth Berserk and Expat on the fifth. And Winnie makes up the rear.
Alright guys, let's try and we'll stick on with Dodgy at the start.
Oh, you read my
That
mind, go.
Merc, see how he launches it.
Oh, he was late on the upshift to second, but still got away incredibly well. He's on that soft tyre as well. Seckers choosing to start on the hard tyre and blocking Dodgy in. That's going to cost him a lot there, unfortunately, for Dodgy there. Trying to hold that inside is Seckers into turn 1. Jonesy, I believe, also on that soft tyre. See if Dodgy can get up the inside and follow Jonesy through on Euthrolic as we run down to the
Oil's
king.
off. He just he got off that on that curve and just spinned
Jonesy
it. Yeah,
a bit squirrely there.
that's not good for Oil.
So our top 2, Seckers and Jonesy, both on opposing tyres. Jonesy on the softs and Seckers going hards. Euthrolic on the hards as well, holding up the TDR entries, both running the soft tyres to start as well. So it is crucial for these guys to get by, and Dodgy's already seeing that. I believe he's going to have a look up the inside here. That he is. Late on the brakes on the soft tyre. Euthrolic doing well to hold it around the outside, but
Nice
can't
move.
do much about the mid-corner grip of Dodgy.
Broken Spoke tries to follow Dodgy through, but slots back.
Oh, Jonesy
behind.
showed the nose on Seckers up ahead as well. Here we go through the chicane. First time of asking. Cold hards could be tricky. Euthrolic gets
Dodgy
a little
with a bit of a
wild.
skid.
Looks like everyone has made it through except for Oily, who hasn't quite got there yet. But Euthrolic having a look on Dodgy again, even though he's on the hard tyres, thinking he's got a case here. Oh, and he's lost it. He's got a
Good
massive
save.
slide up ahead. Jonesy is looking to take the lead off of Seckers as well. Look at the power of that Supra. There's
Yes.
nothing Seckers can do. He's been flat the whole time.
Cannot compete with it.
Expat's going for a move on the outside of Madrisky.
Oh,
Going a bit deep. Oh, Darth's going to get the run on the outside. He's just got himself a spot there.
That he has. All run on the hard tyre, so it's a nice even battle back there. Euthrolic has dropped behind Suit Lad down to 6th place as well. And the 2 TDR drivers are right up behind Seckers, who is also running that hard tyre. I'll say I get nervous every time I have to watch all of these drivers run through that chicane, and we've still got 24 times to go.
Dodgy's looking for a move on seconds. Oh no, he gives him a bump.
Plenty.
Yeah, it looked like a little bit of a lag there.
No. He's showing the nose, having second thoughts.
Seckers has left the room on the apex. Dodgy's got on the power better, but he's going to back out. He knows that's not the time to try and go side by side. He's got to nail the chicane here and try and get a run on Seckers if he can, but it's very tricky to do.
Oh, he's done it well.
He's losing time to Seckers though, so and Seckers lost 2 seconds to Jonesy already that lap. Absolutely flying along as Jonesy. Having a look back through the field, I see a bit of damage on Ward Daft Berserk, has dropped to 10th place behind its Winnie and Expat again. But everyone else looks to have navigated it quite well. Back up in that battle for second place.
To surrender second place to Dodgy. I saw him indicate. So there goes Dodgy up to second.
So noticing that Dodgy was probably, I'm sure Seckers has got racing IQ enough to realise that Dodgy was quite quick and was on that softer tyre. So decided not to fight it too much. And we'll see what happens when Broken Spoke catches up to Seckers here as well.
I'm a beginner. I have trouble with this car. I have trouble with this track.
I'm so incredibly glad that they brought those back to GT7. They took them away from us at the start, but everyone cracked a bit of a tanty about it.
Broken Spoke
for the half lift. So he can definitely send it up the inside here.
Seconds doesn't fight that too much. Leaves racing room.
Spoke squeezed him, gave him about a car width available, and just took the position. Seckers didn't fight it too hard, realising Spoke's on them soft tyres. No, Dodgy's in the wall. Spoke's in the wall as well. Both with engine damage. Here comes Suitlad in 5th. Oh, I saw Euthrolic almost hit the wall, was very sideways there. It's a double TDR action at the chicken.
More Zinger burgers being served.
As Dodgy has slot back into 4th place. Probably going to lose this spot to Euthrolic, possibly Mid-Risky as well here. There we go, the engine damage should clear now, there it is, but here comes Mid-Risky up the inside, nothing he can do about it. As the TDR boys drop to 6th and 7th there after finally making the pass on Seckers on those racing hards. Not the case for Jonesy though out front. 6.4 seconds clear of Seckers now after about 3.5 laps.
Rapid.
Yeah, we might see Dodgy make a move on Mid-Risky soon. He got very close to the rear end of that Lexus coming into the kink.
Oh, Hydraulic
He's made up plenty of time here as well. He's just going to have to tuck in up the hill here through the S's. Not really much you can do, but just look to get a better run out of the left-hander here as you come over the crest. He's done pretty well. Mid has the slipstream of Euthrolic to help defend, so no move going to come out of Dodgy here. Mid looking up the inside of Euthrolic. Both left plenty of racing room. Dodgy up the inside of Mid on the exit of the corner as well, out of nowhere. The run with those soft tyres as Mid was restricted to the inside line from Euthrolic. Oh, Dodgy with a big slide. I heard Mid-Risky into the wall as well. So Mid carrying front splitter damage. Dodgy just washed off a bunch of speed, but not carrying any damage there. Looks like Broken Spoke has picked up some damage as well and has Expat, Winnie and Oily all hounding him down there for that 7th position. Oily looking around the outside of Winnie. There he goes, the power of that Supra. Nothing that BRZ can do about it.
Expat coming through.
Yep, another case of there just being nothing Spoke can do about that one. Oh, Expat's gone a little deep. Spoke's trying it around the outside, plenty of racing room given, a lot of respect between these two given on track. Here comes Oily up the inside of Expat as well.
Oh, are you sure,
Into
Oily?
the kink.
Oh. The answer is yes.
Oily knew those soft tyres were going to put him through there, so he absolutely sent it. wasn't wasting any time. Having a look through the field, that looks to be our closest pack of cars happening. I'm sure Oily will want to get past Spoke quite quickly here, as well as he's setting some pretty rapid times. And Spoke's had some trouble through the chicane. We could see Oily have to follow Spoke through here, and Spoke hits the wall again. Could see the ripple effect bounce onto him, as we saw with Expat in race 1.
On board with Oily here with the comically small steering wheel of the GR Supra.
Oh, Oily's picked up damage on the wall coming in, and Spoke's got a massive
skid
slide.
save. Oh, unfortunate. But
And he's picked up engine damage as well.
at
With
least his
this
car's
absolutely
pointing at the right
brutal new
direction.
damage model. I would have rather it been pointing the wrong way with no engine damage, if I'm honest.
Do a quick J turn.
So, all of our soft runners going for a 6th lap by the looks of it. Oh, Expat's around in 9th place. Oh, and Darth Berserk and Spoke were side by side as Expat was pulled up on the apex of the little kink coming onto the start finish there as well.
Yeah, there's a bit of a tailwind at the exit of the
Oh,
last
your Throlic in 4th as well. It's all happening as
Oh,
we
it's
hit
kicking off.
lap 6. Engine damage, he's spun off the curb, he's picked up damage in every single corner of the car.
It's kicking off.
There goes Darth Berserk,
Hate to
here comes
see it.
Spoke. And Expat now coming up as well. Nothing your Throlic can do with that
Expat's gonna
engine damage. It's going to catch him at a very awkward time. Well done by Expat to take a shallower line through the kink there.
Meanwhile, at the front, Jonesy's just setting quali laps. He has run away to a
12
12-second lead
Oh,
to
rapid.
seconds on hards.
And I believe that 35.9 is faster than he actually did in quali there, and those lap
Yeah.
times are incredible. 36.1, 36.2, 36.6, bit slow there, mate, and then a 35.9 to make up for
Shocking.
it, to bring the average back down to a 36.1.
And
And
he's
into the
coming in.
pits at the end of 6 he goes.
Yeah, that is rapid for a full tank of fuel as well.
Certainly is. We'll see Dodgy 86 into the pits this time round as well. I believe Oily will be joining. Could probably try a 7th lap in those softs. I don't know if you would want to. He is going around again though. There he goes,
Ooh.
Dodgy in the pits. Oily carries on. We'll see Spoke in the pits as well here off those soft tyres.
Oh,
Ooh,
Jonesy
cut
on
it
the hard
fine.
tires.
Yep, so going, I would assume 6 and then 13 on the hards, and then 6 to finish as well. There goes winning up the inside of Jonesy. That's very unfortunate timing there. Shades of Lando Norris coming out of the pits at Monza last Sunday there. Just fell in behind everyone on pit exit, unfortunately.
And the 2 TDR boys come out on new set of softs.
There we go. Dodgy
yeah,
has managed to
pretty
clear your Throlic as well, which is what I think will be pretty crucial there.
Yes.
Now, 1.3 seconds the gap up to Expat.
And Jonesy just came out of the pits. He's filled it up and gone onto hards.
Now,
So-
I want to bring our
don't-
attention to 3rd here as well. Sorry there, Goat. But
No, you're
Oily's rear left tyre is very, very close to being gone.
Bit of a skid there.
And here comes
He's
mid.
gonna
He's
get
not gonna try the
held up.
move
Yeah.
here, but Oily is gonna be. Oh, he's
just
gone!
Oh, no.
Literally no grip.
Oh, big hit in the
Look
wall.
out.
He's
Oh.
right on the apex.
Oh.
Engine damage in the lot. That 7th lap, absolutely crucial. Here comes War Darth Berserk. Oh, it's going to be close. They've done well there. They've done very well. Oh, that's terribly unfortunate for Oily. As we know, with the new damage model, the once it gets that low, it's the equivalent to having a puncher. Really, there's nothing you can do. Under braking, the car turns by itself. It's
He's coming in hot
terribly
again.
scary.
He's
There it
lost
goes.
There
Oh,
goes.
no.
No grip whatsoever.
It's alright, he's just got to make it around the rest of the corner, but it's been a bit of a nightmare race, unfortunately, for
Oh.
Oily, and to follow that up, Spoke in 11th, also picked up engine damage too.
Yeah, probably that's chicken entry.
Yeah, that'd be the one. Fresh softs, unfortunately, there for Spoke. Dodgy and Expat getting very close together now in 7th place.
Jonesy
So
trying to
Dodgy
make
had
moves
half
as
a look
well.
up the inside in 7th. wasn't able to make it happen. Coming into the kink now. Expat's leaving plenty of room. He's just taken a wide line into that corner, but unfortunately nothing Dodgy can do here.
Dodgy on sauce. He's going to want to dispose of him pretty quickly if he can.
From Expat here, leaving the room, knowing that other people are on some softer tyres a little bit quicker, and leaving plenty of racing room during the battles. So backing up his great drive from the GTC event yesterday, he's showing some incredible class here tonight as well.
Absolutely.
So up the front now, if we go to Jonesy, who's our other car that's pitted up the top end here, half a second to mid-risky. We'll see how fast that falls with the power of the Supra, even though he is on the hard tyre. Mid's hard tyres are also looking pretty worn, so they're probably on their way out here.
Here comes Jonesy.
Big send up the inside. Mid not fighting that one too hard, leaving plenty of room on the inside, tucking in. Oh, Jonesy! Just as we saw in race 1, he's trying to flick it around. He's got engine damage. Here comes Darth Berserk. Here comes Dodgy as well up the inside. Expat's got to be close behind with your Throlic. So Jonesy being patient, not picking up the throttle for a while there to make sure no one caught him in the kink. But it's that easy to do on those hard tyres, especially out of that corner and the last corner. The rear end of the cars get very lively and can easily throw you into the wall, as we've seen so many times already tonight.
And a bit of tailwind for good measure.
Yeah. Back up towards 4th and 3rd place, it's Winnie is pulling in time on mid-risky, and looking at the difference in tyre wear, that is about 50%. And we're seeing the difference in grip, even with the speed advantage that Lexus has. That BRZ is chasing him down.
Oh, Darth Berserk's just binned it. He's eaten chicken at the death chicken, and that's cost him about 10 seconds. Yeah, it's a very common theme. It's like we were saying earlier, it's so unpredictable. Coming across the curbs there, it can absolutely nail it and you get nothing. Sometimes it throws the rear end out, sometimes it throws the front end out. And Winnie is going
so
for a move on mid.
Yeah, but he's a bit messy there into the chicane. That allows Winnie to just blitz past.
So I was talking up the tyre wear of its Winnie and how incredible those hard tyres look compared to mid-risky. Mid has, I'd say, about 45% fuel remaining. Its Winnie has about 25%. And with our refueling rate being 5 litres a second, that is 4 seconds difference in the pits when they have to come in and refuel. So that could play a huge part.
Yeah, Winnie's been revving that out. Trying to get the most out of it.
Dale suggesting pre-race drinks. What do you think, guys?
I'll have a water. I'm sure Goat'd probably be keen on a coffee.
Apple juice.
Yeah, that's the one, mate.
Apple juice. Yeah.
Don't mind a good apple juice every now and then, to be honest.
Apple juice from Macca's?
No, you got to get the good stuff. Got to get the good stuff, mate. None of that Macca's stuff.
Other fast food chains are available.
So, it looks like Expat's picked up a bit of the chicane, lost that spot to your Throlic for 6th, and they have Jonesy trying to make a charge as well in 8th place now.
Throlic's coming in.
After a 54.9 last time around for Jonesy. So he lost an incredible amount of time, and then he backs it up with a 37.7. So huge loss there for Jonesy, unfortunately. But just getting too happy on the power out of that first chicane can really cost you. We've seen it from both the 13R cars so far this race, and twice from Jonesy tonight. So.
And with that Supra being turbocharged as well, it has a bit of a power band that's sudden. I'm sure you'd know all about that Dragon, and if you're on the curb, it can spin you around pretty quick.
Oh, most definitely can. I had, when I was in the Supra, I had a bit of tuning to help with the amount of power that it puts down out of the corners last season, but still could be quite a wild ride,
Oh my
especially...
goodness, Josie just spin it again. Sorry to interrupt you, Dragon. Josie
Oh,
just spin it on the
no.
top of the hill of the S's. Hate to see
Yeah, I
it.
would say the trickiest corner last season was at Daytona in the Supra. So you come through turn 1, you got like the little right-left, and then where you join with the pit exit, that right-hander on the exit of that, if you got caught up on the curb anywhere there, that rear end got massively loose underneath you, and there was not a lot you could do.
Yeah, that is.
Ooh, 4th place right now, gentlemen. Under a bit of fire from the hard-charging Dodgy 86. Mid-moves to the right-hand side of the track.
On board
Dodgy, I believe...
Oh, he thinks better
Oh,
of
Mid's
it.
trying to give way. Dodgy's tucked in. So, too much respect given. Oh, Winnie's had a wild ride up ahead as well. You saw that one there, Chris?
Yep.
Just thought he'd use a bit more fuel out there.
Yeah. I wonder if he knows it makes the track longer if you zigzag along the little straights that you do get.
Yeah, I don't know.
Here comes Dodgy. He's going to have to tuck in. He's caught Winnie very quickly. You can see those, the difference, even with how worn Dodgy's softs are, the difference in tyre grip from these guys is absolutely massive. See if we see a move. Winnie's going defensive. Dodgy going for the undercut, has that grip advantage. He's got the power down nicely. What an incredible move there.
There you go.
Yeah, that was
absolute
great.
class there. The old cutback. Nice and casual through the chicane is Dodgy 86, and I believe this is going to be his in-lap and final stop from 3rd place, and it's going to run 13 on the hards to the end. Could probably manage another lap on the softs, but then you risk the incident that Oily had, where he just ran out of tyre towards the end of the lap. So in he comes. Winnie in at the end of 12 off a hards, so he's going to have to make something happen there, but I'm sure the softs can hang on pretty well after seeing the tyre usage of that BRZ. Maybe the fuel usage caught Winnie out there.
I think so, yeah.
Only managed 12, so there's going to have to be a bit of fuel saving to make 13 if he does go for softs. Long refuel. He's been in there for a very long time. I'm sure he's topping the tank here.
Dodgy has come out of pits on softs.
That he has.
He's doing the GOAT. I'm so proud. I think he's going to try the 3-stop.
3-stop. Okay, let's keep an eye on that.
I did try a version of this where I went to hards instead of softs to the end, because 7 laps on the softs to finish can be quite dicey. But we'll see what Dodgy manages here. He's cracking on at absolutely wonderful pace, and I got to point out that Spoke also has not gone into the pits and is on a 7-lap. Sorry, I'm tripping over all my words. A 7-lap stint on them soft tyres. That rear left though, getting dangerously low. Got to be very, very gentle on the power here. We've got Suit Lad in after 13 from 2nd place. I'm just keeping my eye on Spoke here.
Yep. I'm on with him.
One more corner to make. That's all he needs here. Mid is in after 13 as well. So is Expat.
Oh, here comes the tire grip loss.
There it is. There it is. Just get it. Point it and shoot here, mate. Yep. There you go. He's managed those tyres very well to get 7. Has broken Spoke.
He has done it.
Midrisky
came in with 17 litres on the hard, so saving fuel well in the Lexus as well. Go ahead, go.
Yeah, sorry mate. Seconds has had a pretty good stint here. Just a quiet achiever, hanging around 38s and the odd 39 on lap 14. I don't know if he can make one more. I think
it's
if he's
gonna be.
trying for 15, it's close, but I'll
think-
keep an eye on that.
I feel like it would be safer to go for a 6-lapper on low fuel at this point for him.
Yeah.
But maybe he just wants to stick to a 15.55.
Maybe, because,
No,
yeah,
he's
he's
got a
coming
tight
in.
line. There we go. So knowing the limits of your tyres, absolutely crucial there. 19 litres of fuel still remaining as well, so that's some great fuel save out of the Beetle there as well.
Yeah, definitely.
Do we have anyone hanging out together on track? 8th and 9th, we've got Expat and Spoke, both on some fresh softs, but Spoke with about 60 litres less fuel on board is closing that gap to Expat quite quickly, and Sekka's out of the pits already with 45 litres of fuel remaining. So we'll see what that gap ends up being. It's going to be quite a big gap. I'm assuming 20 plus seconds. Oil My Blood in from 4th place for, I believe that's the second stop for Oily.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. We're on top of it.
Sorry guys,
We're on top of it.
we've only got to count to 2 or 3 here at max, so we should be
Yeah.
okay. That
Yeah,
gap from Sekka's to Suit Lad has balanced out at about 17 seconds, 19 seconds back to Dodgy.
Yeah, Broken looks like he might be on for a move in this first sector if he gets a good exit out of this first and second corner.
Oh, see so much later on the
He's
brakes
gone
there.
pretty deep.
Dangerous game, dropping that left-hand side tyre on the big part of that curb. You go too wide there, and we've seen the consequences.
Yeah, he's going to try and set himself up for the hairpin at the bottom of the hill.
Yeah, he's catching Expat quite quick here. Nice and calm through the left, sticking as far left as possible to give him a better run up through the last 2.
He's got the run.
It is dropping. Expat's
He goes.
moving defensive. No, he's gone back to the racing line. Spoke thinking better of it. Just had a quick flick through, and this is our closest pairing on track as well. So we will stay with these guys for now.
Yeah, with this arrow, I
Spoke
just
into
got
the wall.
damage.
Oh, Expat!
Oh,
Oh,
Expat's in
no!
the wall.
So that's the old fake out. Get damaged before the chicane, so the other guy gets damage after it there.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Expat's probably going to lose a spot to Frolic here, who is on the hard tyre. Again? I believe Frolic, looking at his lap times, I think he's going to go a 10-10 on hards and then 5 on softs to finish, which is not a combo that I considered, if I'm completely honest.
Yeah.
No. I didn't think of it either.
So we'll see how that works out for Frolic. We know he's had his dramas in the chicane a couple of times over, so we'll just see how they can manage that.
So we see Jonesy's in 6th. He's doing pretty consistent. 38 flat. So he actually did a 39-2 just to throw me off. But yeah, he's just doing his own thing in 6th. It could play into his hands later on into the race. He's got to find about 13 seconds to winning. But there is a chicken, and it is deadly. So anything can happen.
It absolutely can. We've seen it many times over. I reckon Sekka's and Suitlad are the only people that haven't hit it this race.
Yeah, they're about due.
There's
That
more,
they are.
and there's even more to come at 7:30 for the Div 1 race. Stay tuned for that one.
Oh, hopefully not, but I'm sure I'll be featuring in a couple of highlights through the chicane.
No, I'm busy.
At
Can't
least
make it.
Probably a minimum of 31 times. Maybe if I hit like the inside wall and bounce to the outside, that counts as 2. Not sure, but I'll be finding out.
So you'd be right in quali.
Oh, God, I didn't even take in quali. How many laps we were? Like 5, 6 quali. I'll hit it about 37 times, I
Oh
reckon.
yeah, the
Okay.
race 1 quali.
Yeah.
I think we're in for a
Good
good
fun.
one tonight, boys.
Yeah, I'd watch it, but I'm busy. Anyway,
Licking minerals off of walls.
mate, they don't lick themselves. Okay,
Someone's got
I
it.
mean, I'm sure there'll be some leftover paint on the wall on the exit of the chicane here, if that
Yeah.
counts for you.
Yeah, I might have a job at the end of it.
Might be a rainbow, actually. I'm
Whoa.
pretty sure every single car has some kind of paint scraped on there
Yummy.
from their left-hand side.
Yeah, so let's see.
Sounds
Going
delicious.
from the Beatles, the Scooter Beatles, there's red at the front, and then
Lovely.
there's the damn hexagons, purple. 13R Supra's white.
You know what? The Scuderia Beetle hasn't left any paint on there. Neither has the Suitlad BRZ. But there's plenty of yellow I can see scraped off the side of Dodgy's. There's a bit of grazing in the front left mid.
Oh, there's a
What
bit
else?
of
There's plenty of
Metallica
white from
paint as
Jonesy.
he's found engine damage at the chicken.
You've got a bit of
Black.
what is it? Like
Black.
a gold kind of color from Expat.
Yeah, gold.
Yeah,
I don't know.
fair
It's
bit
like
of that.
it's like a gold kind of bronze. Plenty of that's been scraped off. And
Let's just
every
say
colour
brown.
of the damn Hexagon's Beetle is certainly there. Looking at the side of Wardarth Berserk, actually, is... it looks like he's actually just driven along the wall, almost. So,
Yeah.
having not a lot of luck here.
Yeah, Throlic seems to be a bit of a popular customer at the Death Chicken.
I think we missed something because I'm sure that Expat was behind Euthrolic for.
He was,
Yeah.
yes, but Euthrolic he did a 46 last lap, so that's usually the time I get with engine damage. And we can
Yes.
pretty safely assume where he's gotten that, I reckon.
Okay,
It
I
was
see.
the Death Chicken, I can confirm.
There you go, Goat has
Thank you,
confirmed, so, yep. I'm just keeping an eye, so we have everyone in our top, what is that, tops 5, all on the soft tyre at the moment. And thinking of how long a pit stop is, I believe someone said it's about 17 seconds for just tyres. Most guys for 6 laps are probably going to have to add about
broken.
35 to 40 litres of fuel. So it's probably about a 25-second loss if I had to put a random guess out there. And our hard runner of Jonesy is 15 seconds to the rear of Winnie, so Jonesy will probably get by Winnie, probably mid-risky as well, and be right with Suitlad or Dodgy, depending on who pits when. If Suitlad pits, he's quite low on fuel. So, yeah, very interesting to try and figure out here.
Yeah, then Broken Spock paid a visit to KFC earlier, as Scott pointed out.
Yeah, 51 out of Spoke, engine damage pointing the wrong way. He's got on the wrong side of that curve there too, unfortunately. Should be in at the end of this lap. Maybe one more, actually. I believe he has to go one more. He's already done a 7. No, he has 6 to go. He'll be fine, yeah.
Yeah.
But looks like our
just down,
field's spread out quite a bit here. Could probably give a quick run through, starting at the top here with Seckers, 22 seconds ahead of Suitlad. So if Suitlad can somehow make it to the end on 15 litres of fuel from here, he might be in with a chance. But Seckers looking very strong at the moment.
And we've
6
got
seconds
Dodgy.
behind
6
Suitlad is
sec-
Dodgy. He's in the pits too.
So is Midrisky.
So maybe we'll hold off on the run through as it's all about to get shaken up.
Winnie's in as
Yeah,
well.
I can expect it. At least Broken as well coming in.
Yep, here comes Jonesy. He's going to be the measuring stick for all of these soft runners here.
And he's coming in.
No, and he's in,
He's
so
coming in as
there we
well.
go.
Yeah, he's due for one more soft stint.
Yeah, he does have quite a bit of fuel left though, so Suitlad is probably... Yeah, Suitlad and Seckers, I'm going to say, are going to be in at the end of this one as well.
Oilie's staying out. Hydraulic's staying out. And
Yep, Oily should be good to the end on them hard tyres. Frolic, you should be good to go to the end, but those last couple laps are going to be rough. Jonesy coming out of the pits now. Expat following. So Jonesy is out in 8th place. Expat coming out in 9th. Spoke still stationary, getting fuel put in the car. As Darth Berserk in 11th pulls in for their final stop as well. And Sekker's also just behind Darth Berserk in first.
Pit lane's pretty busy.
Very much so.
very
At least
busy.
it's not like the Goodwood pit lane. They actually let the cars come back out.
Yeah.
yeah.
We will see Suit Lad in the pits here as well. So Dodgy taking a net third at the moment.
Yes.
32 seconds behind Suit Lad. So the pit stop shouldn't be long enough for Dodgy to make that up. Sekker's already emerging out of the pits. So about a 23-second loss for Sekker's there.
Now we're on board with Dodgy, exiting the dash chicane.
Has mid-risky for company as well, just about 2 seconds behind. The rest of the field is quite evenly spread, about 3 to 5 seconds between most of the rest of our drivers.
And Suit's coming out now.
Yep.
So Dodgy's only hitting the start-finish now. That
About
gap's
8
it's going to be
seconds.
about 7 to 6 by the end of the straight here.
Yeah.
There's, about 6, 5.5. Your Frolic is in. Or one final stop. I thought he'd be able to make that to the end, but maybe questioning the tyre life of those hards.
And also, is he due for a soft stint?
Sure. Oh, yes, he was going 10-10-5, wasn't he?
Yeah, 10-10-5.
That's right. There you go. Forgot about that one. So, very quick stop. He's not had to fuel up at all. And Spoke has picked up a bit of damage, so that's probably cost a chance at the overcut there. But still, as we know, anything can happen with, 4 or 5 more times left through the Death Chicken, depending on where you are on track.
Yep, 5 more times.
Depending on where you are on track, yep. 4 for Sekkers, and 5 for everyone else.
Yeah. So
Super
it's 6 seconds between second and third, which probably is catchable, maybe.
They're both on the same tyre, though. I'm going to say unless a mistake happens, that's probably pretty set. Mid's dropping time to Dodgy with a bit of damage, so a bit of front splitter, front left suspension damage there. And then somehow we have somewhere between 4 and 6 seconds between the entire rest of the field. Mid to Winnie, 4.8. Winnie to Oily, 4.3. Oily to Jonesy, 5.2. Jonesy to Expat, 6.3. Expat to Euthrolic, 6.4. Spoke to Euthrolic, 4.3. But closing in quick as Euthrolic has collected the barrier.
Which is just ideal for commentary. We've got a lot to talk about.
Oh yeah, it certainly helps when they're all, just in their own world.
Social distancing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very responsible of our Div 2 drivers here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great to see.
Stay clean, stay safe, stay hygienic.
Oh, and 11th place, I hate to bring it up because I feel terrible for him already. He's got engine damage, he's in the wall, there goes Sekkers. One less lap to do, I guess, is a positive for Darth Berserk, but there's not too much else to take home, unfortunately, for Darth. It's probably a weekend to forget, unfortunately.
Yeah, moving away from that, jumping back on board with Broken Spoke.
I will say, I will give Darth credit. He has had some incredible performances in his first season in Div 2.
Oh, 100%.
So, this is a black spot on that record, but he's had a great run so far this season.
Yeah, and Dodgy has found a second to Suit Lad.
Right. Kick it off.
So Suit Lad did a 41. That may be his outlap, but
See what he goes here. It's a 38.3 from Suit. So 37.4 from Dodgy.
Yep.
And Mid goes faster than them all with a 36.888. Speaking
Lucky
of
numbers.
888, Sekkers is still out front, shocker. Back through the
shocking.
field. It's looking like 9th and 10th are our most hotly contested spots. Speaking of fast laps, Spoke with his personal best of the race last lap, 36.4.
Yes.
And we haven't seen Jonesy back in the 35 since his top fuel run.
Yeah. Yeah, he just had a light car. He doesn't know what to do with himself, I guess.
He's done a 36.1 last time around, so the pace is there, but yeah, and he's certainly closing in on Oily, who's on hards in the mid-38s, so we might see the 13R drivers swap places in a couple of laps' time, but currently Spoke's chase on Euthrolic is really starting to pop off. The aggressive under brakes, just closing up that gap, sticking right with him, and he's purple through Sector 1, is Spoke by 0.2 of a second. Oh, bit of a shallow line through the left-hander there. He's still pulling time out of your Euthrolic. He's staying committed on the throttle all the way out to the curb. That gap to 0.2, it's not quite enough for a move. Euthrolic going defensive anyway. It's going to compromise his line on the exit. Spoke looking for the cutback. Euthrolic not letting it happen. And now they have to go by the death chicane in such close proximity. I think... Spoke's gotten loose over the curb.
He's held it.
Yeah, he's had to slow well down there and lost a good second almost to Euthrolic. We can jump up to 7th and 8th here as well, as Jonesy has pulled in almost 2 seconds on that lap to Oily. There it is, boom. Oily moves to the inside, rolls off the throttle. Absolute team orders. Checo, get out of my way, says Max.
Yeah.
Jonesy Verstappen chucks the hazards on as well. So thanks.
Yeah, no horns available for the Group 2 cars.
Yes, what position question?
Affirmative.
Yes.
Can you confirm
And
you
Doddy's
understand
done
the
the
message?
quickest.
Sorry,
Yeah,
go.
Dodgy has done his quickest lap of the race with a 37.1, and he's found another second on Suit Lad.
Yeah, Suit Lad with a 37.8 last time around. He's half a second down on his best, which will put him around a 38.0. So we'll see how that goes. Mid has pulled in a little bit of time on Dodgy, not too much. It's probably been about a second over the past 3 laps, but still keeping himself close enough to pounce on any mistakes that Dodgy does make. 37.0 last time round from Mid, so fastest again of our 3 drivers here competing for second place. Second's still in the lead. Shocker, we'll move on from that.
Yeah. Dodgy is just wishing death chicken upon others at this minute, so he can get anywhere. But yeah, I think the top 3 might be done.
Oh, goodness. I guess Spoke and Euthrolic both went through the death chicken and got sideways on exit. They looked like they were tandem drifting about a second apart. But I reckon we jump up into the lead with Seckers here. We've ignored him, well, I've ignored him for most of the race because it's Seckers. He's already coming through the death chicken. Final time of asking, 31 times. No, he's taken it nice and cautious.
Nope, it's the lucky number, the triple eights, the lucky numbers.
It's beautifully done there by Seckers. He's done a 36.0 on lap 23, a 36.8 last time around. He's flipping on the straights. He knows he's got it sewn up.
He's just showing off.
He's got no fuel though.
He's got plenty of fuel to get home. It's 500 meters. Here he goes to take out the double header. Well done, Seckers. We've got Suit Lad final time through the chicane. He's made it. Dodgy also has made it through. Mid makes it through clean as well. So bar Dodgy running out of fuel again. I think these 3 are pretty settled.
Might stay on board to the line with this battle because I think Dodgy might run out.
He's close enough now, it's fine. So Suit Lad gonna take home second. Dodgy pulls off a double podium. Midrisky in 4th. It's Winnie is going to come home in 5th with an interesting strategy. I was trying to remember what they ended up doing. Jonesy brings it back to 6th. Oily coming across the line to take a 7th place. Expat Champ is going to hold on to 8th quite nicely. Again, backing up that drive from GTC last night. Well-earned 8th place here. Darth Berserk has finished in 11th due to being lapped. Spoke is going to take 9th place here. And Yathrolic is going to finish it out with damage in every corner of his car coming to the line as it all clears. And the Goat Flick. So, congratulations to Sekers, Suit Lad, and Dodgy there on the podium. Very well done. Stefko saying he wants to report Sekers for weaving.
I agreed, actually.
Yeah,
Yeah,
send
definitely.
it in. I reckon that deserves about a 35-second penalty.
Oh, I was going to say 200.
He still might beat Darth Berserk there, unfortunately. But yeah, great race. I'm not looking forward to it. As Zoo says in the chat, Goodwood doesn't look that bad now, does it?
I noticed the space there, Zoo. What are you getting at? The space between good and wood. What are you getting at?
But great racing there tonight for everyone. I believe was it Sekers, the only driver who didn't hit the death
Sekers
chicken
and Suitlad?
Suitlad hit it in race 1, I believe.
Yeah.
So Sekers managed all of his race laps without leaving any of that beautiful Hybrid Ag Scuderia quadrifolio paint on the wall. He certainly ran out of talent in past weeks, as Goats pointed out, but he's found it all tonight, and he's just put on a dominating performance.
Yeah, he definitely cleaned up tonight. There's no doubt about it.
That he has, but we will start to round this out with a big thank you to all of our sponsors, BQS Group, AMS Excavations, 180 Embroidery and Hybrid Ag, and of course Jade Finance Australia, our major sponsor, on board with us all year. So massive thank you to all of them. Big thank you to yourself, Goat, for joining me here in the commentary box as well.
No worries, Dragon, anytime, mate.
And a big thank you to yourself there, Chris, for rocking the visuals as per usual.
Yeah, no problem. And thank you to viewers, everyone on YouTube. Don't forget to like and subscribe, turn on the notification bell. Stay tuned because we have Division 1 coming up in about half an hour time.
Yep, and if you haven't already, please remember to sign up, register for Season 12 before Sunday next week if you plan on racing. Don't forget that. And of course, as always, don't forget to wash your hands.
And watch out for zinger burgers in your shower. Until then, take care.